someday you might see it. Yeah, never say die. Got to go.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to more of the Dynasty series. It's me, Cooper, and today we're going to be talking about Camula, the Vampire Shadow Rider. That's right, two Shadow Riders back to back, both zombie-based Shadow Riders, and Camula is definitely the better one. So let's get into why, because her rare cards are the Genesis, the Vampire Lord, the Vampire's Curse, the Vampire Lady, the Book of Life, and most importantly, the Overpowering Eye. Yeah, she's got a full set. So let's go ahead and get to talking, everyone. This deck is actually a pretty interesting deck. It's got a lot of ways of winning, and let's get talking with the attack stat. The attack stat of Camula is 3,000 on her boss monster, 2,800 on one of her better beaters, 2,400 on a single tribute beater just like a Jinzo, 2,000 on a single beater, 1,700 beater, 1,700 beater, 1,700 beater, 1,700 beater, that's not too bad. Triple Vampire Lady at 1,550, that's usable but not great. It's definitely usable though. Pyramid Turtle at 1,200, well, that's not really its job being the attacker. And Vampire Baby at 700, well, that's not very good at all. So looking at this deck, she's got a good balance of heavy beaters and a good balance of mid beaters. Her heavy beaters being the Vampire Genesis and the Despair from the Dark. Despair from the Dark and Fear from the Dark is the beater of the middle form. So middle form beater, double cost stun, and Fear from the Dark, they give you some points. Vampire Lady, you know what? She's not going to tear you down, but these monsters will tear you down. Rui Koki being a single tribute at 2,400 is going to buff you up a lot. That's a good bump. Vampire Genesis as a 3,000 beater, 3,000 attack point monsters definitely will bump you up. So, looking at this deck, I could easily say that her attack stat is above average at a 5. Camula gets a 5-bar attack deck. Now, that doesn't mean that she is unstoppable, because there are plenty of other powerful decks you've seen in this series, but a solid 5 is good to work with. And now we can talk about her defense stats. So, 21, not great. 3,000, amazing. 2,000, that's okay, not bad. Vampire's Curse is 800, terrible. 1,500 for Lord, not good for a tribute monster. Double cost on 1,650, that's actually really good. Fear from the Dark 1,500, that's usable. 1,550 from Vampire Lady, that's actually like decent. Pyramid Turtle at 1,400, meh. Vampire Baby at 1,000, no. But overall, the defense stat of this deck is actually pretty damn usable. Granted, she does not have any 2,000 beaters that are easy to summon, so I only can say that this deck is an average 4 bars. I wanted to go to 5, but honestly, like, other than Despair from the Dark, the rest of these boss monsters tear her down, especially Vampire's Curse. So, not bad, but definitely definitely not the best defense stat in the series. But now we get to go into the speed stat, which Vampire Genesis speed. Technically Despair from the Dark speed. Rui Koki speed, not speed. Vampire's Curse speed. Vampire Lord speed. Double cost on can be 2 tributes, we count that as a speed. Fear from the Dark, same as Despair from the Dark, actually does count as speed. Vampire Lady, not technically. Pyramid Turtle, speed. Vampire Baby, no lie, speed. Book of Life, speed. Overpowering Eye, no. Shallow Grave, speed. Call the Haunted, speed. That's about it, but that's a shit ton. And you know what? It's too much. Camula, you are getting a perfect speed stat. You are a perfect 8 bars. This deck is fast as hell. This deck is a menace. If she had a D-wheel, it would be one of the fastest in 5Ds, but she doesn't, because they stopped caring about Camula after Season 1. Doesn't matter. Looking at her deck now, we haven't stopped caring about her. Her deck is fast as hell. These vampires are quick boys and girl. So let's go ahead and move on to the skill stats. So, Vampire Genesis. No, not a skill card. No. No. Yes. Actually, I was wrong. Vampire Lord mixed with Vampire Lady is yes. These guys are deck out. Because they make your opponent throw away a spell, trap, or monster from the deck, that counts as deck out. Pyramid Turtle, no. Vampire Baby, no. Book of Life, no. Overpowering Eye, every single one of these count as skill because they are direct damage. Up to 2,000 direct damage, which is insane. Pot of Greed, no. Oh, Ever Living Underworld Cannon, big resounding yes. This is a burn card, and it will consistently burn once per turn, because you can easily special summon once per turn with a Vampire Curse, a Vampire Lord, or any of these other cards. It's not hard. Or Pyramid Turtle even. It is really not hard to do it. So overall, she is very, very good at her job. She is very, very good at speed. But when it comes to skill, I gotta say, it's not too common. She's got a couple deck out strategies with Lord and Lady. And then she has a lot of direct damage and some burn damage. So overall, I can only give this deck a 3 bars out of skill. The skill will maybe win you the duel, but it's not that likely. The Overpowering Eye is the only thing that might win you the duel, but it is not a guarantee. It's not that likely. Most of the time, you're going to win by classic battle. So that's how she does her job. But that's not all. We need to talk about Camula's brick stats. And looking at this, brick, not so bricky, but possible brick. Not bricky, anti-brick, not bricky, not bricky since all of her monsters, almost all of her monsters apply with this card. Not bricky. Oh, guess what, guys? Camula is a god. If it wasn't for the Vampire Genesis and Despair from the Dark, this deck would be perfect, but instead she gets a 7 bar out of brick. She has a good attack stat. She has a good defense stat. She has a godlike speed stat. She has some skill to her deck. And she has an almost perfect brick stat. In terms of stats, Camula is on another level. She is consistently good. She is consistently terrifying. And when it comes to her potential for winning this tournament, guess what, everybody? We've seen it happen before. We're going to see it happen again. Camula gets a solid 4-star potential for winning the tournament. This deck is one of the contenders that will probably be in the semifinals or finals. This deck, where whichever subscriber is using it, will most likely be a tournament winner, or at least a person that places in the tournament. Only the top 4 places count. Anything below 4, I don't care about. But top 4 does matter to me. And you know what? She's one of the people that could easily be up there. She is a beast. And that is all I have to say about Camula and her vampire deck. If you are enjoying this series, please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.